welcome back to the Midheaven podcast live, this segment that we do in between our filming. My name is Candice Marie. Here is my little partner in crime.
The peace dealer.
That's new, that's cute.
Yeah, you like that? I'm glad you peeped that.
How is everybody doing? Welcome back. Nice to see you. Everybody in the chat, thank you guys for joining us for our live welcome back. We want to give a big thank you and a shout out to all of our level 2 and level 3 supporters, our subscribers like Paula, Ramona, Kelsey J, Jessica Martinez, and Kayla Ann. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you're not aware, we now have subscriptions so you can get in and support the Midheaven podcast. If you dig what we're doing, support us and our production costs. Level 1, level 2, level 3, whichever one meets your guys' criteria is awesome. We appreciate that. Level 1, you're just going to support the channel. Level 2, you're going to get a shout out. Level 3, you're also going to be somebody who gets one of our readings once a month live on the channel. Now, just a heads up, guys, we do have some changes that are coming with our schedule this month. Part of it's because it's kind of my fault. I'm traveling. But if you want to get
She has the audacity to get married and be in love.
I'm getting married, so I'm taking 10 days off. I'm super excited. So if you are a member, if you are a subscribing member, one of our level 3, and you want to get a reading, try getting a reading today. If you are here, let us know. That's the benefit of being a subscriber. You're going to get hit up first for a reading. Otherwise, we're not going to be back for a live probably until either the 24th or the 25th of November.
Shout out to Vibe, Jessica, and Lucas in the chat. We see you.
Thank you guys for joining us. It's so good to see everybody. I'm stoked. I'm super excited. I'm also excited to see who has questions for us. Check out our links in the chat below. You can check that out and you can get a reading. We're doing 1 card for 20, 3 cards for 40 tarot spreads live here on the channel by myself and Mike. We're super excited. We just got done filming for like 2 hours. We filmed
It was
some
awesome. It didn't even feel
videos.
like 2 hours.
We've been drinking everything.
We've been drinking.
We've been drinking.
I drank some mighty good whiskey and I feel good.
I gave him a margarita and then he had a whiskey drink. And now he's moving on to beer. So he's getting the
liquor
full
before
experience.
beer, so I'm in the clear. We're good. We got the 8 of cups, the 9 of cups, and the 10 of cups. This is just, I don't want to jump into tarot, but I feel like it's a major message for you. You're walking away, and these are emotional investments that you really loved, but you don't know you're walking towards everything you've ever wanted and bliss and fulfillment. So congratulations.
Jessica Martinez is so sweet. I'd like to give my monthly reading to the collective, specifically to everyone in the chat. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you to do that. Those of you guys who are monthlies, if you want to get in, let us know. Those of you guys who want to purchase a reading, check out the link. We've also got Super Chat. Just let us know if your name differs from the name that is on your PayPal because it can get kind of confusing up in here. There's a handful of people that come through, you know. I had some Rebecca Creek whiskey yesterday from Austin, Texas. Check it out. Yummy, although I am a Jameson gal. I like my brown liquor too. I like that too. I like Johnny Walker as well.
Hey, there we go.
Some of my favorites. Thank you very much for donating your reading to the collective. We'll definitely do a collective reading. Woodford Reserve, baby. Oh man, so we just got done doing videos. We actually just, if you guys aren't aware, we shoot every other week and we do 2 podcasts back to back, and then we also do a live. So we just got done putting together a video all about Sagittarius season.
Shout out to Kayla.
And what's going on with Sag season, including that eclipse that's coming in. And then also we did a video that's all about the Venus retrograde in Capricorn that's going to be coming in hot mid-November. Although the shadow is going to start really about the end of November. So we're going to get that coming in.
And shout out to you, Jessica. I was thinking about you when I did the fire sign reading, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. The Sag reading was amazing. So I'm glad you liked it. I recorded it right before I came here.
Yeah? Is that what you were showing me? No, something different?
I showed you the Sag skit I made this morning. Yeah.
So Kelsey, let's take a look at what we've got going on for you. Let me scroll up a little bit. You want the guidance on what the cards show for you. I'm working and will catch back on my lunch.
Shout
no
out
worries.
to you, Kelsey.
I'll do a reading for you, Kelsey, and let you know what I see.
And then Jessica, her level 3 is for anyone else in the chat or everybody collectively. So that's what's up.
So let me see what comes up for you, Kelsey. Those of you guys who are just tuning in, welcome to Midheaven Live. Thank you guys for joining us. We have a podcast that we do where we talk about current events, astrology, humor, mixed drinks, whatever. You guys supporting us is super awesome. It makes it possible for us to keep doing what we're doing. We're self-funded. We have a small team. It is a 3-man project, and your donations for readings or subscriptions go towards us being able to do more. The holidays are coming up. It's crazy. It's early November. I really want to bake cookies and do gingerbread and like turkey and all kinds of stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Do you hear that?
For Mike? Am I hearing things?
It's Mariah Carey.
Oh!
For Christmas.
Did you hear the thing about her threatening to go to that bar? If they were something about like some bars saying they wouldn't allow that to be played until after Thanksgiving.
No
She
way.
threatened to like show up or something.
Oh my, that is the most Mariah Carey gangster
I love Mariah
I've ever
Carey
heard.
more than anything in the world.
You gonna play my song before Thanksgiving?
Listen, if you
That is
want Mike and I to
amazing.
build a gingerbread
That
house,
is amazing.
you want it as much as I do. So any of your donations for this session or the end of the month literally is going to go towards... I'm feeding Mike Thanksgiving dinner. I'm making Thanksgiving. That's what I do every year for those who don't have a home or anywhere to go, or people who live out of state from their family. So I'm making Thanksgiving this year, and I'm going to be doing the full spread and welcoming people into the home. So Mike's going to have a caucastic Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Maybe
yes.
at Christmas. We'll see. So let's take a look at what's
I'm
coming up.
suspending the too woke side of me that's too woke to celebrate, and I'm just gonna show up.
We're going to have a very pagan Christmas. That's what's going to happen. We're going to make like Yule logs and stuff.
What's up?
Kelsey, this is for you. This is your general reading.
Soup.
That one.
And I love every time you read for Kelsey because she's an Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, and you're a Scorpio Sun, Aries Moon.
Inverse.
Right.
Can you and Mike build a gingerbread house? Messy frosting everywhere. I mean, listen, I can make that happen. That sounds like some Pornhub shit, but you know, if
Two
you want to pay for
astrologers
it, we'll make it
make
happen. 2 astrologers, 1 gingerbread house.
Oh
Fuck.
my God, yes.
Kelsey, you've got 6 of coins, 4 of cups reversed, 4 of wands reversed. Thank you for your question. To me, it seems like it's a little bit about learning to really celebrate and appreciate the small victories that you are making, even if these are emotional changes, emotional shifts, shifts in terms of what you're appreciative of. 6 of Coins talks about checks and balances, things coming together, and being able to find balance and finding support. If you need money, money coming in. If you need work, work coming in. If you need support or if you need assistance with your health goals, your financial goals, that kind of coming full circle for you. 4 of Cups reverse is talking about moving out of a period of time where you're not as appreciative or you're not seeing the silver lining, learning to let go of frustration or disappointment, realizing that if you stay in a certain position that you're not ever really going to evolve and grow into what it is that you want or what you want to become. Then you've got the Four of Wands reversed. So the Four of Wands talks about small celebrations, get-togethers, but this to me seems more private. So there is some sense of you reevaluating things in your life right now and looking at it and going like, you know what? If I need help, it's there. If I want to make changes, I know I can make it. If I want to be able to see shifts, I know that there are people who can support me. A lot of it is about looking at this whole dynamic very differently and seeing what options you have at your advantage or what people can help you or who can guide you versus wanting to staying stuck in a situation and feeling kind of like more so negative or having a more pessimistic view about whatever is going on in your life. So while the Four of Wands is usually about celebrations, get-togethers, weddings, parties, whatever, this is more saying the celebration is more internal, it's more personal, it's more private, revolving around the fact that maybe you got out of bed today and you're like, wow, I have a more positive aspect or a more positive view of the world, and I have a different kind of like demeanor, and I'm like getting up and I'm getting excited and I'm ready to embrace the day. just getting out of bed, getting things done, like small victories are things that are worth celebrating. To me, it seems like it can really create quite a shift in your consciousness, and it can kind of insinuate that you're coming out of a period of not being as social or not socializing and going out and doing things, and you're really kind of getting out of your comfort zone. Being able to come together with other people and really celebrate the small victories that you have been accomplishing. Try to see the silver lining. Give yourself a pat on the back for the things that you are shifting. Realize that there are some things that are going on right now in your life that are happening more so to facilitate you being able to realize it's not always about the big physical goals and changes. Sometimes it's about those emotional shifts. Hopefully that's helpful for you.
Beautiful.
Let me know.
So next we got Jessica Martinez. This is going to be for anyone who's watching, as she, as a collective goddess, has opened this up. So the way this works is I'll put a general message, but it will apply specifically to you through her energy. So in that sense, shout out to Kayla Ann. So this message applies to anyone who's willing to receive it. Four of Cups, 10 of Cups, Magician. Oh, that's fucking badass. We have the Strength card. I'm gonna put all this way since it faces like that. And then boom. So this is beautiful. I feel like a lot of you have been in contemplation. Some of you have been closed off to not just romance, but intimacy. I think you've been curving opportunities in the past. Four of Cups has been you really mulling over and contemplating how you feel. And let me take something like romance and love, because it's like maybe your whole life. Oh my gosh, Lisa Sarah, what's up?
Hi, Lisa.
Right. Maybe your whole life you might have felt like you had an idea about love, and now you're mulling over your real feelings about it. Like, do I really want this? Is this how I really feel? And you're stepping into bliss. This ace of cups in the Four of Cups is like, as you're mulling over what you feel, something new comes into your face that you may not even have seen. And this leads you into bliss, fulfillment, and with the Magician, manifesting what you've always wanted. You stepping into your abilities and talents. And I see this 10 of Cups between the Strength and the Magician. And this can literally be in any relationship between you and a partner who both have their shit together and they're both expressing their passions and talents. But I want to emphasize that Four of Cups. And Jessica, this will apply to you too. The Four of Cups in the past position is going from this contrast to being just unbothered. And like, yeah, I don't even know if like this is for me versus, oh, this is for me. And just plunging into this. You can even see the person's back turned to the 10 of Cups. So you don't even see this coming. And this is going to be, I want you to thank Jessica for this, because she literally sponsored this reading. And this is beautiful. I wasn't even expecting to pull this. This is wild. I split the deck. We got the Ace of Cups here.
Four of Wands, some of the same cups.
Right.
Of the same cards. I mean, yeah.
This new moon in Scorpio is bringing a lot of excitement.
But it's silver linings, right? It's so interesting with the Four of Cups coming up several times, because it's talking explicitly about being in a situation where, you know, if you look at the 3 cups that's up, it's like not feeling included, disappointed, disgruntled. And he's not seeing that an Ace of Cups is being handed to him. It's like basically like being in a situation where you're so hyper focused on what didn't work, the past, what's not feeling emotionally fulfilling, what disappointment you have. You're losing out on all of the magic and all of the potential if you build into the strength aspect and allowing yourself to come into what is possible, what you're manifesting. Like, this reminds me of the Tower card when I have clients that are like, what the fuck, what's going on? Why are my dreams not coming true? I'm like, listen, bitch. Okay, sometimes that Tower card needs to come through with the bulldozer, or sometimes the 4 or the 5 of Cups needs to come through to be able to show you this isn't actually making you happy. Let's focus on true happiness. Let's focus on moving forward. And 10 of Cups and the Magician is being able to manifest your wildest dreams in terms of home, family, wealth, happiness, security, relationships. And the Strength card talks about allowing things to come in. So especially with the astrology right now, there's so much stuff breaking down with the understanding that it's to be able to allow in the new.
Right?
The new, so especially because you pulled that Ace of Cups.
You're right, yep.
Tap into the magic,
The
bitches.
best analogy is like, the way I see this is like you're coming into this like, I'm not going to get married. I'm not going to be in love. And now you're with the love of your life.
Right.
Like,
but when you become super focused on success, happiness, things coming full circle, sometimes it manifests in a way that you never anticipated. Sometimes that happiness doesn't come in the form of a lottery check. Sometimes it comes in like the form of like the love of your life, or a business that you launch out of pleasure, or some family that you start that you never realized that you could like make happen. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Thank you so much, Jessica. That was beautiful.
I also noticed that who else was it? There was somebody on
Kayla?
here. Was it Kayla? Kayla said, I want to get in on this energy. Kayla, would you like your reading for the month? Let us know. Kayla Ann. We would love to give you your reading. I sent my question. Okay, cool.
She said, I know it's Scorpio season and a Scorpio new moon. My Aqua sun is feeling it. Scorpio in my first house. What do I need to know right now? I feel myself seeking truth. Shout out to the Aqua suns, leading us into the new age of Aquarius. That's my 10th house. I respect y'all so much.
Shout out also to Haley and Jessica Martinez. We got you guys' donations. Thank you guys. You're up next in the queue. We will get you soon. Do you want to read for Kayla?
Well, hold on. First of all, isn't Jessica in the membership?
But she said for gingerbread lube.
Okay, cool.
This is for the gingerbread lube. So Jessica, I'm going to go to Target like all good white women do, and I'm going to get you a gingerbread house. And Mike and I are going to put it together for the Thanksgiving special.
We're going to need an OnlyFans for sure. This is crazy.
I really wanted to do gingerbread. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We will definitely get a gingerbread house in honor of you,
Two astrologers lube up a ginger man.
I hope not.
Sounds like a
black, white, and ginger. That's a fucking. That's a mess. That's a mess. It's a mess.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's like a millennial's wet dream, though, because you're hitting all the bases, right?
There you go.
We just need somebody who's gay. Lucas, where are you? Get here. Get here now.
She don't like Virgos or Cap moons, but she's cool with us.
I was saying his astrology I'm familiar with. He has the same astrology as my ex, and I knew my ex was a homo. Like, I always knew he was gay. So Lucas just confirmed that for me.
That's so deep.
So thank you, Lucas. This is to you.
Thank you for not being closeted. That's very essential.
It's going to be like, Candace's ex, enter the chat. Fuck.
Shout out to Joe Chris.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Joe.
I'm a redhead.
Let's
Brittany,
go.
get here. Ed Sheeran's Wet Dream. Fuck. Fire Crotch Ignite. This is just... People watch... I'm trying to still understand, like, why do people watch this?
Watch what, the live?
This. Just this. All of this. This debauchery.
Oh, yes.
This is great. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Somebody says they're eating gingerbread cookies as they speak. It was meant to be.
It was.
It was meant to be.
I love it. So you got Kayla?
Kayla.
She just wants to know what to do this Scorpio season.
Oh, it was a 3-question reading?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got her.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes'm?
Yes'm.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
You said it, not me. I like a lot of... everything is gauged off of you, which is hilarious. It's fine. You go there, it's fine.
I love it.
I love Lucas. Nice to see you, Kirsten. Jackie Ryan. I'm still waiting for the announcement that Candace has been pregnant. No!
Don't worry. Saturn is in her 5th and Jupiter went through her 5th. It's going to happen soon.
There will be a pregnancy announcement at some point in 2022. I regret to inform you guys that inevitably will happen. According to the astrology.
The ruler of her 5th is in her 4th. So
a baby will be brewing at some point. I just want to see that baby. Oh my God. Why is everybody so fixated on me getting pregnant?
It'll be a crypto psychic baby.
I'm going to send an announcement. You want to know something funny? So my fiance the other day was like, I'm going to start a new show that's like, what is it called? He was like, it was something about like intercepting or receiving. It's called Sex with Psychics. He's like, Sex with Psychics, where you like receive their psychic abilities. And I was like, that's not funny. It's not funny. funny.
You're like psychic for a whole day after you have sex.
That's not true. Aquarius sun, we got you. Wow, we love you. Okay,
Did you read that
eventually.
meme I sent you about like, oh, I can't have a boyfriend that's like into astrology or tarot? He's like, oh, the moon's
in your fifth house. You know what? I trust the lunar transits in my fifth house more than my like ovulation app. I really do, because I look at that and I'm like,
That's so deep.
Everybody's obsessed when I have a baby, but there's not going to be like a reveal. It's just going to be like nobody's going to know, and then I'm going to be like, surprise, I have a baby. Nobody's going to know.
That is so fifth house Aquarius.
Yeah.
That is so fifth house Aqua. Yes.
Happen.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God. How much does sex with psychics cost?
Your soul.
Triple. Oh my God. Everybody has sent me messages. I've gotten emails from people that are like, are you pregnant yet? And I'm like, oh my God, this is weird.
I love it.
Okay, so let's get back to the program. Let's look at Kayla Ann. And from what I understand, Kayla was asking just about general, what's going on with Scorpio season. So let's take a look. Spoken like a true witch. Aqua's in my fifth. That's me. So let's see what you need to know about what's going on with the transits right now in Scorpio season. So weird. So weird that people want to know this stuff. Four of Wands. Again. Queen of Wands reversed. High Priestess reversed. To me, this seems about visions that are coming in, about the future. About celebrations, get-togethers, ceremonies, weddings, parties, things that are worth celebrating. But it's also saying that there is some sense of you kind of going like, is this going to happen? Am I going to achieve my dream? Am I going to be able to celebrate something? Queen of Wands reverse can represent some sense of you kind of psyching yourself out or being frustrated with energy not free-flowing. There being a situation where you're going back and forth and you're frustrated, where your visions are not matching up with what's actually happening, you being hyper-focused on being able to kind of get creative projects out or to see movement. But the High Priestess is you psyching yourself out when it's reversed, going, is this actually going to happen? Focus more on the small goals. Once again, Four of Wands comes up, so it's saying like, we have to get to those small check-ins before we get to the physical big changes. Paying attention to where you're feeling like your energy or your vision or your intuition is blocked, where your creative process is blocked, and not psyching yourself out and feeling like, well, I got success a little bit, but it's not big enough. You have to hit those mini goals before you hit the bigger goals. There is some sense of somebody coming in. I keep having wedding visions, but I'm defying them. You are defying them.
Oh no.
Four of Wands is a wedding. I remember like in 2019, going into 2020, like the first 3 months of 2020, I kept pulling the Four of Wands over and over and over and over. And I was like, I'm so fucking single. I hate men. I never want to be in a relationship. I want to live by myself forever.
That's how you know you're about to get married.
And within 4 months, everything changed. So I think it's cool that you're in that state of mind right now. But keep in mind, Kayla, what's going to happen here, especially in the spring of 2022, when all of these gangbang of planets go into Aquarius, April, May, June, they're all going to set up in your fifth house, which is about true love. It's also equally going to make some aspects and some sextiles to your seventh house. So as far as I'm concerned, like, here's the deal. The universe doesn't give a fuck about your plan. I'm going to tell you that right now. And if you are not getting right with the vision, you're seeing the visions, but you're rejecting it, you're pushing back, you're like, this is never going to happen. I don't see that ever happening. How's it going to come together? It's not possible. Girl, it is possible. But the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess reversed is saying you're blocking the energy. The energy doesn't need to be about marriage. The energy needs to be about having fun, socializing, gathering, enjoying yourself, going to parties, going to concerts, going to get-togethers, going to fairs, things that allow you to be around live entertainment, friends, dancing, socializing. That's all you got to do. When the focus becomes purely on joy and happiness and enjoying yourself, everything comes together. I would say the High Priestess reverse is talking about your visions and where your visions are becoming distorted because you're shutting it down before it's even possible. Be open to just going out and having fun. Fifth house is joy, happiness, experiences, having a good time, whether this is going to a bar, going to a get-together, what have you. When you're doing this and you're focusing on more your personal joy, you detach from the idea of how it's all going to come together, and you start to kind of dissolve these visions that hinder you from being able to connect to people who you're divinely meant to be with. Hopefully that's helpful.
Beautiful.
Let me know.
Who do we get on PayPal?
I decided the other day, fuck it. I was going to live light, let go of all expectation, and have a good time. When you do that, that's when everything comes together. I like it. We've got Haley Easton who said, just looking for some financial guidance. One card. As for 2022, as for the travel, what to expect for a backpacker traveling through Australia, how to avoid vax mandates and still get the most out of my time here. So she wants a card about
Haley,
that.
we got the 7 of Wands. Stand up for... Yes! And we got the strength. I have chills all over my body because, Haley, this exactly answers your question. The 7 of Wands is being outnumbered, outclassed. You have a bunch of people with their certifications, PhDs, telling you, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. But you have the advantage here. And you must not back down like a President Trump during a 2020 election. Okay? You must not concede. This is saying you're going to gain victory. Even though you may fight alone, you will succeed. So I know somebody who had to leave their job because she didn't get vaxxed. And she showed up dressed to a T. They let her go. In less than a week, she found a job that's like anti-mask. And it worked. She didn't know that. She was this close to getting it, but she didn't. I encouraged her. She didn't make the decision because of me. It was her decision. I just encouraged her as well as other people. And because she stood her ground, okay, so this is talking about Hazel. Haley, Hazel, you standing your ground. Stand your ground. Don't give a fuck about, like, honestly, if you want to get vaxxed, you should get vaxxed. It should be available to you. If you don't want to, you shouldn't be demonized. So stand up for what you want and make sure you don't back down. That is the main message. This is a Leo card. The strength is a Leo card. That strength card is you, Hazel. You are a goddess and you are strong and you have passion. So it doesn't, I feel like because you may not have the book smarts, or the terminology, you may feel outclassed, but you just need the heart, and you got that. So
that can also be talking about going through the wilderness, hiking, backpacking,
that
like
too.
Going through like the bush and like being in places where you say you're backpacking, but you may not be going through spaces that are actually like cities. Like you might be actually going through the wilderness and being able to get out in nature and being able to be in a situation where you're getting a higher vantage point, or maybe you're going to places where there is higher elevation. So that's something else I would look for. Thank you very much, Hazel, for your donation. Jessica Martinez is the real G. She gave us gingerbread lube donations. I'm going to pull a couple cards for her. I can do that if you want. Jessica, if you have a question. If not, I'll do a general reading for you. Thank you for supporting the channel. We appreciate you. Those of you guys who are just tuning in, check out the PayPal code up here. You can scan that if you want to get a reading. 1 card for 20, 3 for 40. All of the donations go towards expenses for our channel, for us creating new content. Thank you guys so much. Check out our subscriptions. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Oh, she's going to a farm next week, girl. It's looking good.
Oh, nice. That's what's up.
So let's take a look at what we got here. Brandon just snuck in, so Mike will get you in just a second. Jessica Martinez, let me give you a general reading. Thank you so much for your generosity.
And Brandon, if you have a question in the meantime, comment it. If not, I will just pull a card for you.
She says, give it to me raw, can dance.
Mars and Aries.
I won't cry. Cancer moon. I like Cancer moons. They're my favorite. Here we go. 9 of Cups, High Priestess, 8 of Cups. Interesting that...
The 9 is after the 8?
Yeah, the 9's after the 8. I see it also as a situation where you're becoming acutely aware of your goals and what it means to fulfill your happiness, your visions, realization that unfortunately part of being able to fulfill that does require you to move on or move forward or look into the future, right? When the Eight of Cups comes up direct, it's like, you're like, I'm not looking in the rearview mirror. I'm just keeping straight forward. Here I go. After the Eight of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups. So it's like you become aware of your goals. You see the visions for the future. You realize that there is a situation that you have to walk away from, but you're holding true to what your visions, your meditations, your dreams are. And it's like giving you that confirmation of being like, it's okay, I'm good. I can keep moving forward. I know what's going to come about. It's important for me to keep on keeping on. Nine of Cups reverse is interesting because it can kind of revolve around you indulging too much emotionally, being too fixated on what the heart says, too fixated on the emotional connection, too fixated on just your emotions in general. And the High Priestess shows up and goes, no, bitch, we got to be more focused on where we're going. And this feels good, but it's not physically showing up. She's basically saying, take the emotions out of the situation. Really look at the reality of what's going on. Are you getting what you need physically, not just emotionally? My crush butter wummy, numerology life path 9, and this is my 9 year. Amen. Angels walk with me. Girl, if you're in a year 9, that's about completions, conclusions, wrapping things up, situations that you need to wrap up. And if that means saying, hey, we're going to go all the way, or saying, hey, this has been a wrap, I see it more as it's being a wrap, because the Eight of Cups is like basically being like, I'm on to better things and I can't continue to stay here because in reality, it's not giving me what I really need. I'm working on truly releasing something. I won't get what I want until I do. I'm being stubborn. Here's the deal. Go back into meditation. Go back into dream interpretation. Go back into manifestation. Go back into waiting. The High Priestess is a real fucking G.
Yes, she
right?
is.
She sits there and she goes, I don't need to worry about anything. Everything is going to happen in due time. I trust my vision. I trust my intuition. I'm here and I'm ready to receive. It's the dark feminine. It's kind of different than the Empress, where the Empress is about making things happen. The High Priestess is like, no, I know everything's going to come in due time. And it's the willingness to sit in the dark and sit in that uncomfortable place of being like, what's coming ain't here yet, but I know that I got to move on from where I've been. And the realization that you've overly indulged in emotional connection without the fulfillingness of the physical stuff. So keep moving forward. I'm telling you right now, if you focus on your dreams and you focus on what happens specifically in the astral space, in your meditation, what's happening for the next 8 weeks, 8 days, you will find that there is a massive clearing going on that's meant to bring you into what you want. That's not just about emotional bliss with little fulfillment, but emotional bliss and physical support. The best is yet to be found, my friend, so stay on. Working on releasing something. I'm stubborn. Thank you. I'm crying right now. It can be really beneficial for you to work with water too. Clearing with water, purging, detoxing, drinking a lot of water fluids, clearing, soaks, baths, things like that will really help you through the process. Hopefully that's helpful.
Brandon, the card that we have for you is the Judgment. You are awakening. You want to reevaluate everything that led you into where you are right now, because you are awakening your true self. And if you felt held back, if you felt like maybe you're not good enough, if you felt like you're on the verge of stepping into the next level, you are on the verge of stepping into the next level. And you are in a position to reevaluate everything that got you to the position you are now, because you are getting led to your higher purpose. I know your sun is in Cancer, I believe. I could be wrong. And so Pluto's opposite your sun, and this is having this awakening come through in your relationships with other people as you start to recognize the context of your psychic power in relation to how it affects and influences other people. So this card is saying you're awakening your true power at such a young age. And, you know, stop being so hard on yourself, because I think you have Saturn in the 12th in Gemini. And you're Pluto Sag. And so, like...
I like how you know this.
Right. So, like, you know, you can be a stickler for certain info and details, and you're not even 30 yet, bro. Like...
So much changes when you're 29 and 30. Your whole side of return is just
and he's in the younger
time.
20s, too. So, like... I know when we're in our early 20s, we think
But the Pluto and Sag people are very different.
They are.
They're very different.
Y'all got
they're
Uranus
super,
and Aquarius,
yeah,
too?
they're very evolved.
So you might think you have to have everything figured out in your life, and bro, you don't. You don't. You're not 30. Trust me, bro. You're not.
Don't worry. You can
You're
fuck
advanced.
up everything clear to about 27, and then you're
Trust
good.
me. You're advanced, but you're not 30. So, like, give yourself time. And you're awakening at such a young age. So, congratulations, okay? That's what I got for you.
My daughter is 14. Aliens.
Saturn in Aries. Okay, so this is not the Saturn in Gem. This is Saturn in Aries. So I don't know
Aries first house. That's a that's a doubly challenging place.
So I don't know where your sun
Saturn.
is, but yeah. Good to know.
Get your readings now. We won't be live again until about Thanksgiving. By then, we're going to be drunk, eating turkey, watching football, and obviously making gingerbread houses. So,
shout out to Saturn Aries. Y'all are the sparkers of the new generation. They spark the new concepts.
I'm really interested to see that, especially considering we're Saturn in Capricorn. I'm really interested to see
you're right. Yeah, that's
those
so
Saturn
true.
return people,
That's so
especially
true.
post Jupiter going through Aries. It'll be interesting to watch.
I didn't even think about that. That's so real, though. Yeah.
Looks like we got somebody else who snuck in here. Oh, was that Brandon? You got Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon.
All right, let's
And
see.
now we got Brittany.
Do we?
Oh,
no,
okay.
we got Cassandra Argentino. Cassandra Cargento. Okay, let me know your question, Cassandra. What can I answer for you? And Brittany stuck in there on the super chat. Thank you, Brittany.
I'm assuming SG is a person, so I got you.
So let me know, Cassandra, what your question is. If you want to take Brandon, go ahead. I'm waiting for her.
Brandon? Oh, okay. I can do Cassandra. I can do Brittany then.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So
Brittany.
what information do I need to know about super gats? I got you. Super gats. So gats that have a super kick. I got you. I'm sure it's a person.
I was like, wait, what?
I couldn't think of an analogy quick enough. So SG, the card we have for you is, believe in the heart of the cards, the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. SG is a hard worker. Place, not person. So possibly new living situation. This is going to be a place where you can focus on actualizing your true worth. This is going to be a place where you're going to come into meaningful work. So if you're looking for employment, you're going to get that work. If you're like a musician, you're going to find work as a music songwriter for a record label. If you're a writer, you're gonna find work as a screenwriter for an upcoming blockbuster hit. So it's work that's meaningful. It's not necessarily just work that you personally just do to make money. This is important. And this looks like it might be self-employed work, because with the Two of Wands, you're gonna be manifesting your vision of how you want this to look like. So SG is definitely gonna be a place where you come into, I guess South something is gonna be a place where you come into a lot of productivity and money, but not money that comes out of nowhere, money that you put in hard, valuable work. The Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in value into your work and having people be like, that's quality. And so you stay consistent. This is Sun in Virgo. And yeah, so this is really productive.
I can see that as the money going further in that space too.
Amen.
That you're moving somewhere because you're like, I have plans for the future. Let me focus working here, being able to make money here, saving money here. And it allows me to be able to kind of expand into the future and having more possibilities.
Right.
So it can be a lower cost of living, an opportunity to get ahead, things like that.
That's deep.
Lisa said, I thought she meant 5G. Take cover.
Oh, I have a random message for anybody. We have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So we have some masculine in anxiety who might have insomnia, and he doesn't know that he's psychically connecting with the Queen with the crystal ball, who's sending him nurturing energy on some creepy psychic shit, but that's ultimately nurturing, so it's not as creepy, and it's kind of actually romantic. So there you go.
Brittany asked, do you think I'll be moving there if you have work? Maybe.
Yeah, if there's work. The Two of Wands is like deliberating, is it worth it? Is the work enough for me to go? And I think it's not a yes or no, because there's logistics that will fluctuate. So it could be yes and no, because whether it's yes, it'll be good. Whether it's no, it'll be good for you. So yeah.
We've also got, who was this? Cassie, who asked, what is going on in my life? Because I have so many conflicting energies right now. Just a general reading, please. Cassie, I got
Beautiful.
you, girl. Ooh. Flying cards.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to read those cards because they jumped out.
Damn.
Cassie, general reading in regards to what's going on in your life.
Damn.
Wow, this is interesting. The card that jumped out first is the Magician. So this talks about first manifestation, what you're manifesting, working with everything at hand, what's going on in regards to your intention, your thought, what you're putting forth creatively, what's important to you, everything working in your favor. Queen of Swords followed by the Chariot. These two cards jumped out, so I'm going to give it to you. Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands reversed. Same card that Mike just pulled.
Boom.
So it's talking about your vision, okay? Your emotional vision. So let's talk about what's going on right now first. Magician, Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. It's like you being like, oh my God, holy shit, everything's chaotic. What's going on? These cards are coming up to show you explicitly, look, if things feel very jumbled right now, there is a need for you to be able to hone everything in and become super hyper-focused on your intention, what you're saying, what you're thinking, to make sense of the direction of where things are going. Because you can manifest, right? The Magician is like, I can manifest things, but the Queen of Swords and the Chariot is like, if you're manifesting out of fear, if you're manifesting out of anxiety, if you're manifesting out of lack or what may not work out, your anxieties, your fear, your worries can manifest and kind of throw everything into a tailspin. Big time. Especially if it pertains to like the direction where you're going with your career, the direction of where you're going with how you communicate, how you express yourself, where you're living. Things like this seem to be very jumbled right now. Mashed up with the Two of Wands and the Queen of Cups is saying it's more about getting into emotional sense of what I need emotionally, where I'm going emotionally, what's important for me, what am I fulfilling. So that way it's going to make sense of things. Like the Queen of Swords is very intellectual. She's like, what makes sense? But what makes sense right now doesn't really make sense emotionally. Like going through the motions of just doing what's expected of you, it's not going to fit, right? It's not going to work. So there's some need to integrate the Queen of Cups of bringing in more of that water element of this is how I feel and this is what's important and this is what I'm prioritizing, to be able to see clearly forward. Focus more on your emotions and what you want to be emotionally, how you want to be grounded, how you want to feel, what's important to you, how you want to move through this world in order to better manifest what direction you're going in. I have the feeling that there's going to be some shifts revolving around where you're living or your home or your family dynamics. There's something going on there that's kind of saying like this realization that something needs to change, or you need to cut something, or you need to have a conversation with someone in order to be able to clear all of that stuff. So there's some kind of like emotional fulfillment or stability in some way. You can be dealing with a air sign or a water sign. So I don't know what sign you are, but that can be kind of coming up, especially when it revolves around getting to where you want to be emotionally, kind of like the intentions or the focus out in the world is how you want to feel. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know.
Beautiful. So I think with that being all the readings, I'm going to do a pick a card soulmate reading, but instead I'll have a sex reading addendum attached to it. And so this is going to let you know the potential of soulmate connections that you already have or may step into. We're going to do 5 piles. I don't know why I felt 5, but we shall see. All right. So here is pile number 1. Okay.
What was it?
It was a good one. I'm about to pick pile
Fucking
number 1.
Catman.
Yup. Here's pile number 2. You can pick multiple piles too. You just can't pick more than 2 piles. Bam. Here's pile number 3. It's the addendum for me, yup. I don't even know if that's the right word, but screw it. Here's pile number 4. So the card is gonna be the soulmate message for you. It's not about It's not a yes or no, it's just the quality of it. So that way, even if it's a seemingly bad card, here's pile number 5, we can find a way around it. Okay, so here's the addendum for number 1. Number 2, pile 3 plus 1 and addendum. Wow, Jessica, you read my mind. 3.
So ridiculous.
You're right. 4. I'm doing 1 and 3 personally. And 5. So the underlying theme this week, month, season for everybody is the 4 of Pentacles. You're coming into stability financially and in authority, and a lot of your connection with this soulmate connection is you getting your fucking shit together and you just kind of being square and stable with what you're doing. So for pile number 1, we have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. Pile 1, you're coming into a new cycle of romance with the soulmate, and you're not going to see, it's going to come out of thin air. I think a lot of you might personally, and Cassie said that was spot on, that's beautiful. Definitely things I've been telling myself, but haven't taken initiative to set concrete intentions. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. Shout out to Candace.
Thanks, Cassie.
Pile 1, you have a soulmate. This is a new connection. If you're in a relationship, this could be a new cycle. The sex card we have is the 9 of Wands. So you're super protective over this new connection. It's like you might be super jealous or possessive. I don't want to say jealous in a negative way, but territorial. It's like it's a defensive and protectiveness. It's also a perseverance. And so it almost looks like the 9 of Wands is offering this Ace of Cups. It's almost as if some of you might be in a position to offer your love. Some of you need to make not a first or second move, just a move to really express your love. But I see this as new love coming in for you. And this is going to be rose-tinted glasses. A lot of you are going to be taken by surprise because you've been so desensitized by the concept of love. This is just going to channel spirit and spiritually awaken you with this. So congratulations, pile 1. The sex for 9 of Wands is interesting. Wands are passionate, but it's more sex that's come from experience. You've been around the block. So you know what the deal is.
It is though.
Right.
It's being like, yeah, this isn't trash. I'll hang on to this.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like you know what to do and you know how to personally maneuver. So this is interesting, but it's a very protective energy. So for pile number 2, we have the Queen of Wands. Your soulmate is the Queen of Wands. She's a very active, popular, and bold bitch, but also queen. Let me not call the queen a bitch, but bold
spicy.
woman. She's spicy. She's one of my favorite queens, to be honest, because she sits with her legs open, like the dudes. Like she ain't even trying to play. But it's interesting because this is who your soulmate is. For those of you who identify as the Queen of Wands, that's who you are. And so this is you embodying those personalities, reflecting and retracting someone who reflects that. And the sex card we have is the King of Swords.
Air fuels fire, baby.
Right. So this
I like that.
I love that. And that's kind of like a very detached, controlling sex where, not controlling, but detached sex where it's just like, all right, do this.
It's very you do you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like the Knight of Cups. It's like I love you, baby.
No, it's you do
This
you.
is so
It's like
amazing.
we can fuck, we cannot. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Right.
But both parties are cool because they give each other,
What they
honor
need and
each other's
want.
element.
And the King of Swords is very gangster. It's just like, all right, do this. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Boom. Okay. All right, do that.
What is that? You're fucking sick.
I'm a cat moon. That's what I am.
He just wants everybody to call him daddy. That's really what's
Yes, that is true. You better know. Oh my God.
Fuck.
It's just a very
Watching this on the playback is even funnier. Shit.
So there you go. I love how the king and queen came together too. So that's beautiful. So the pile 3, we got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is teamwork. This is Mars and Capricorn. You and your soulmate are meant to work together. on a project. And you may not know that's actually what brought you together fated, because you may be so attracted to each other, you may not realize, hey, we actually have a purpose and work to do. And this is going to actually accentuate both your skills, and you come into a lot of money together. So for the sex card, we got the strength. This is great for fun and frolics. So you work hard, you play hard. The sex is going to be good.
You do that. Fuck. I'm laughing because that's such an earth sign thing to say.
It's like we're directors in the bedroom. Cut. All right, I'm gonna need you to do it. I'm gonna need you to use less teeth here. All right, action.
That's such an earth sign thing. Oh my God. Ba. Daddy. Jessica Martinez.
And strength also in the Crowley deck is lust. So for pile 3, y'all sex life is going to be sizzling. It's going to be fun.
You sound like what is it? Like the Korean barbecue.
Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch.
Fuck.
That's beautiful. So the strength card is talking about your soulmate relationship. Always less teeth, more time. The chat is always golden. The chat is the best part of these live readings. Let's just be clear. This live broadcast. So pile 3, the basis of your relationship is work, but the sex life is so fun. It's like not an escape, but like an addition, an addendum to what y'all are doing.
Or you're having sex in like the work
that
closet.
Too. Right. Like
there's like
after the shift or whatever, or during the shift.
Right.
But it's fun. It's fun and frolics. It breaks the rules a little bit. The strength card could even be who you having sex with, a Leo goddess or someone with, this energy here. So that's awesome. It's also aligned here. So pile number 4, we have the Knight of Swords. Your soulmate is a Gemini or a young whippersnapper who this isn't the Aquarius King of Swords. This is someone who leaps to conclusions in a single bound, but is super intelligent. They're super smart. And they have pure heart, they have integrity. So whereas for pile number 2, their soulmate is more this Queen of Wands, this could either be you or it's a quality of your soulmate that's very quick thinking, fast moving, and in a position to really make a move really quickly.
That's like a "Are you up?" text.
Yeah, it is.
Are you up?
Are you up? And I kind of like how the Queen and Knight are facing each other and join at the Queen. This is like Aries, Gemini, or Leo, Gemini.
I have to know what that other card is.
Right, this one right here. So the sex card is Justice. We've had this before. Some of you might need some consent forms before you have sex, just in case, especially with.
But some people might be quick to rush in and ask about relationships and what people are looking for.
That too. You might have sex and then someone's like, let's get married.
It's cuffing season, ladies. It's cuffing season. It's officially Christmas season if you haven't gotten the memo.
Justice and sex is a little bit weird for me. Air signs getting some this week. We better.
Bang, bang.
I haven't had sex since 2019. But other than that.
What?
Yeah.
With a person?
With a person. With a Capricorn, with a Sag rising too.
What?
You talk shit.
Are you okay?
I wonder.
If I went a month without sex, I'd have a fucking meltdown. I would die.
You're Scorpio.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No, but
no, like literally.
Like your concern is so genuine. Your concern is so genuine. Like I love that. I've gone moments with dry spells. I'm used to it, but like
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I'm concerned for you. Are you okay?
I like to think of sex.
Is like the fappery like to the point where you cry?
I've ascended it. So like it's a full body experience. It's in the shower. Like it feels like the real thing. But other than that, it's like a Snickers bar. When I haven't had my Snickers bar, I'm a tyrannical dictator.
Right.
I just need to get laid. And then I'll be like my calm, peaceful self again. But it is what it is. I'm slowly turning evil.
Hashtag let's get Mike some pussy.
Well,
applications apply.
It's not that I can't get pussy.
No, he can.
It's that I'm lazy as fuck and I don't go out. And most of the people I know are out of town.
Like Domino's.
I do. I have to like.
You do?
I have to take flights out of town
and
deliver the dick. Oh, you're right. Deliver the dick. It's a dick in a box. No, I'm just joking.
Dick in a box.
So for pile 5, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So for where pile 4 is like quick and whippersnappery, pile 5 is consistent. They gonna wake up when you wake up after sex. They gonna cook for you. They grounded. This the Virgo card. They're reliable.
They're gonna clean your house.
The Knight of Swords is smart as fuck, but he's not always reliable. The Knight of Pentacles is reliable, consistent.
Somebody said apply with the birthday and birth time. This is true.
This is very
Facts.
true. And the sex card we have is the King of Wands. So this is definitely passionate sex. It's kind of like the Strength, but the King of Wands is kind of like the King of Swords, where the King of Swords is like, do this, bam, 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 bam. The King of Wands is like, I want you to do this. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Bam, 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 bam.
That's so
All right, now we're going to do this. They're like the King of Swords, but passionate.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to do this. Oh, yeah. You like that, don't you? Oh, yeah. And it's basically the King of Swords, but with passion.
I'm so terrified right now. This is why I don't fuck with like air sign men.
Yo!
Terrifying.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
terrifying. The chat is fucking lit up right now.
We're just insensitive, that's all. It is what it is.
I'm low key digging it.
So that's our pick a card reading. Congratulations. Amen.
Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thank you guys for those of you who are willing to join in on the live chat, who are willing to donate to our channel. We really appreciate you guys. It's people like you who watch this debauchery and who subscribe to our channel, who make it possible for us to keep doing what we're doing. Obviously, whenever we do the live readings, it's post. We've been filming. We've been drinking a little bit. We've been having a good time, but we always appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares. If you have ideas for what you would like us to create content about, we really appreciate that. We're always listening to hear what you guys have to say. Like I said, if you are one of our subscribers and you did not get a reading right now, you will be getting a reading later in the month. Look for that the 3rd week of November when we are back. We're going to have more content coming out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on a hump day, and enjoy the rest of your week. You guys take care.
Amen.